2NURFM, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.
Professor Tim, good morning.
Morning, Todd. Morning, Todd.
We are talking about plastic-eating bugs, and we all know that plastic is one of the biggest issues when it comes to waste in the world. It seems to be everywhere. You can't go to any corner of the planet without finding nasty, horrible plastic discarded. These bugs, tell us about them.
Well, in terms of evolution, there's always going to be some bug that's going to be able to do what you want it to do. And what we want are these bugs to actually eat the plastic, to eat the polystyrene, to eat the PET bottles and convert them into carbon dioxide and energy and remove the waste. Well, we're working on that up at the Summerhill waste dump, but others around the world have gone much, much further. In China, they've found that there are some mealybugs that normally get through the plastic bag and into eat the grain. These mealybugs are able to digest plastic. And when you have a look in their gut, you can find a bacterium that's actually doing the job. And similarly, at a PET recycling plant in Japan, in the soil, some Japanese scientists have isolated a bug that will actually break down the polyethylene plastics that we use in the PET bottles.
So these bugs, it's not that they actually like the plastic, they're prepared to go through the plastic to get something they like a little bit more.
No, that's the mealyworm itself is going through, but it's able to handle the plastic that it's chewed and digest it, because in its gut it's got a bug that can do it. So the plan is to isolate these bacteria, grow them up in huge quantities, 44-gallon drums of media and so on, grow them up in huge drums, and then use those into a waste dump to really hydrolyse, break down all the plastics.
So basically all of the PET, all of the plastics separated at the Summerhill waste dump, it goes into a big tank or into a big tub or wherever it is, and basically we're setting the bugs loose.
That's it, and that's the plan, and I think it's going to be really good. Bacteria have been used to specifically in this way to get rid of oil spills. You can use bacteria and fungus in the soil to get rid of diesel and all sorts of other petrochemicals that may be in the soil. We see this happening over at Mayfield, where they've got, as you go around the industrial highway, you'll see some sort of mounds covered with black plastic. Well, in those mounds are bacteria and fungi doing the digestion to clean up the soil. And I think this is going to be a major industry in the future, to be able to grow up these bacteria and then to use them specifically in large numbers to control the plastic problem.
How quickly can they get through, say, a PET bottle? I'd imagine it depends on how many of the bugs you've got and how far down the line it is. But is it a relatively
difficult question?
Well, I'm sorry.
That's too difficult. That's too difficult. I can't tell you that. I mean, that's very hard. I mean, I imagine if we had a 44-gallon drum full of these bacteria and we threw in one PET bottle, I imagine, and we didn't give them anything else to eat, then I imagine those bugs would get rid of that in a few minutes.
Unfortunately, we have many PET bottles lingering around, but it's good news, isn't it? And it's good to see that there's a natural way to hopefully, if not get rid of it, but change it and hopefully have it for the benefit of the environment.
My word. It's exciting.
Plastic-eating bugs, well and truly here to stay. Professor Tim from the University of Newcastle and the Tom Farrell Institute for the Environment.